Wah. Wah. Uh-oh. Is that... Uh, is that... Can y'all hear it? Sorry, I got distracted like usual. But hi. But hey, hey y'all, we're playing the Stanley parable cuz I didn't hear anything about it, but I also did hear stuff about it, but I know nothing about it, and I know everything. I I don't know where this bit was going, but I've seen everyone play it, um, and I thought, hey, maybe I could play it too. I know nothing about the Parable, not the original that came out in 2013, I believe, when Jack was playing it. So I don't know anything about the game. So let's. I know nothing. Also, sorry, I had to drink some water because yeah. All right. Should I wait until people come in? I don't know how this is gonna work because I also have my icon. This this I oh hey yo hey what's up? Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't buffer. Well, actually setting vid. Let's do it at medium so it doesn't fucking kill my computer and or the stream. Mm, that should be fine. I hope it's fine. Anyway. Should I start it now then? You're gonna love this game, by the way. I heard that it's good, but oh, I should probably move chat too. Um, uh-oh. Let me move chat over here and there we go. I also there was also content warning on here. Where is it? Nope. 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 Where is it? Do. There, where is it? I'm just stupid. Wait, hold up. Give me a English subtitle. I may need it large because I'm blind. Oh, content warning because there's stuff and I was like, I don't want to trigger anyone by accident. So I'm setting that off there. Transition levels. It should be good now. I'll just start the game now. I'm sorry. The end is never the end. The end is never, the end is never. Never the end is. I don't know. Hello? Please don't crash.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what Employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Huh.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Are we good? Is the narration done? Alright. Cause I saw some messages come up, but, are you going to get the achievement for this game where you don't play for 10 years? Fair. Glad to hear you're still streaming. Hey, Bean Boy, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in stream in a while. Oh god. Ugh! It's nauseating. Should I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Huh. No. Where is everyone? It's kind of spooky.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I did the right? Life happened, so didn't spend much time on here. You know what? Fair.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I really hope this isn't gonna jump scare me. I'm gonna cry.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Do the right. I think it's lagging a little bit.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I will. You know what? I will, narrator. I've been busy with school and other stuff.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with
Sir!
this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Me as a middle schooler. And other stuff. I graduate next month. Oh,
Stanley
that's
sat
really...
around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Can you let me read chat? Narrator? You ding dong? My job has kept me busy too. You know what? Fair. You're Uh, I ran out of things to say, but yeah. Actually, I will stay in this room just to piss you off because you interrupted me twice. You know you don't have to read chat out loud. It pops up on screen. I do, but I like to. I like to. So, what now? I know it, yeah, because I just figured out how to do that because I'm one of the dumbest people in the world. You good? I feel old. Fair. You know what? I will.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to
Alright.
get back to business.
What if I didn't? I will disobey. What's this? What the fu- Hello? Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Huh? Where the hell am I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Me. Hm. Is this how to get down?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I hope I don't fall
Please,
off.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? My wife?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
My wife?
She's been waiting.
Oh, goodness gracious. Uh, Wait. There we go. Why'd you why'd you do a copy pasta? Um, did you ever end up moving out of your house? No, unfortunately. I want to this year, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Also, hello Thorn Dust. Marine Day, Umi, known as Ocean Day or Sea Day, is a Japanese national holiday usually celebrated on the third Monday of July. The purpose of this holiday is to give thanks for the ocean's bounty and consider the importance of the oceans to Japan as the marine nation. Many people take advantage of the holiday in the summer weather to take a beach trip. Other related festivities are observed as well. The date roughly coincides with the end of the rainy season. I know you will read this message. Dietrich! Fair. Hi, Lauren. Fair. Oh, I can do it again. Oh, there we go. Uh, I immediately forgot what he said. Um, oh my god, I'm gonna get beat up. Wait. Huh? Oh!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If
To
you
my
can truly
wife?
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I didn't? Time for some Stanley gaming. Oh my god, I'm the Gravity Falls uncle. What if I didn't? What if I just leave it here? There's no other door. I can't leave. I don't know, why it feels like I haven't seen your streams in years. Fair. You know what? Fair. I mean, it has been a little bit since I played FNAF, which is kind of funny. Uh, I don't know what I've been doing. I've just been, the last game I played was Mario 64. So, okay, I think I do have to. How do I interact? Oh, there we go. Am I dead? Hello? Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Man, you're an asshole.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
That genuinely freaked me out. Okay, cool. I guess I'm gonna die. Where's my wife?
This is a
Hello.
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Death? Q?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fair. Please press K.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Huh. What if I don't press it? Will it not progress? That you know what? Fair. Sometimes I play with a couple streamers. They've been giving me a lot of advice. That's good to hear. That's amazing. What have you been playing? Sorry if I sound like just out of it.
But in his mind,
Oh, cool.
in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh my god. G?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Z?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one
I just
path lay
wanna
an
leave.
enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
We played Elden Ring, horror game, and horror games. You could hear me in the background screaming, etc. I kept them entertained and there was viewers, so hell yeah, let's go,
It
gamer.
was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Oh,
How could there possibly be? In reality, all
where?
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, okay. I also lost weight and getting healthier. Let's go! Hell yeah, let's go. Oh no, where am I? Am I back here again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, congrats, you now get a different ending. Fair.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting room. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Okay. Push fundings for R&D, new coffee machine, not cost effective. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to syringe papers or to fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper syringe. Who moved my desk? Please keep the topics of. I cannot read that. The future was yesterday, tomorrow's now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda. Right. Oh. Oh, hello. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Holy shit. Is this his boss office? Nope.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, no, I hate this. Where am I? Oh. Yo, input the code by sheer luck? Yeah.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself. to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Oh dear.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Uh-oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What number was I? I can't remember.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
You are number 420 in my heart. Fair. What? Hello?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, hello. Well, I'm fucking dead.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from
Oh,
the
I can
machine's
move.
grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing.
No,
worth
you were so
knowing.
close to pushing
Stanley
on.
stepped through
Fair.
the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Well, I beat the game already. What if I did put the mind control thing on? Oh, jeez. Oh, well, I'm back here. Oh, I'm 427. B? No? Okay, get another ending. Fair.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How many endings are there?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, left. There's a lot. Fair.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Teenagers. Size demographic. Space between teenagers. Fair. Apparently 19, but I don't know if that includes dying. Fair.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going downstairs. Fuck you. Uh-oh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Am I okay? I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Uh-oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Cool. Well, you should play Outlast. I have been thinking about playing Outlast. And that's all I gotta say. I wish I was in control of my mind. I don't know what's real and what's not. Mood.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, that scared me for a second. I was like, wait.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Fair. me trying to figure out how to
Now
get to
let's see. You
McDonald's.
went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep.
Why do you
Okay,
keep making...
yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You done? Okay. Why do you keep making this non-horror game spooky for you? I'm a very scared person. You know this. Why is there a car here? Oh, hello.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Uh-oh. I can't go through here. I can't jump. What? You're in the back rooms now.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
$4.20. Damn.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck? Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ah, god damn it. Not again. The Stanley Parable Adventure line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I won't. This is cool. Oh, I'm somewhere else now.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ayo, this is bopping. I hope you're paying. Wait, give me a second. Ma'am, I hope you're paying attention to his philosophy. It will be on the test. To be honest, I was just paying attention to the line. I'm. Huh?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Fair.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I'll just sit here and look at it. Definitely not on my phone. I'm not on my phone. I am looking at this plant. That's a nice looking fern. I mean, yeah, it is. It's a pretty cool fern. All right, see you.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I
We're
liked
intelligent
it.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I
Ooh,
liked the
this all
line.
sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Hmm. Oh dear.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Hmm.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to
Teehee.
go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come,
Yep.
Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Fair.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Then what do I do?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and
You
not
did
the
it. You broke the
destination.
cycle.
So I
Yeah.
hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
He's fucking dead, Your Honor. Ah, my bones. Congrats on that ending. You're welcome. Wait, is that the end of the ending? Is that... Is this a different one?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
I'm scared this is just another restart of the last one.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, sure.
Yet
Oh,
there was
okay,
not
so
a
it's not
single
a...
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Aw, I didn't even get to read the other one. Numbers of slide charts, charts on slide, slides. You know what? Fair. Profit. Rate at which this chart on the same slide depicts the same information. Fair. Oh, cool.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Eight. What was it? Eight something?
Was once again stunned to discover not an
2,
indication of
8,
any
4,
human
7.
life. What could it mean? Stanley
Damn
wondered
it.
aloud to nobody.
2,
He began wildly
4.
tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, 2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What if I just get it wrong the entire time?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I bet it's 6969. Oh, I messed it up. 6969.
2845.
What about 420? 1211. 25.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
You almost got it.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Can I interact? No. I thought I could interact with the piano. Damn, it's scary. Oh my god, it's scary. You almost got it. Man, I wish it was 6969. That would be funny. What if I went back upstairs by accident?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. He actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
He's just like, what the fuck? You fucking idiot. And I'm like, fair. You got me there, bestie. Anyway.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way
Can
it was
I-
before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Where? Hello? I could interact, but where? Oh, just with this. What was it? 287? Damn it. 2847? 6969? Damn. Well, I guess I'll continue with the story then. 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5. You lied to me. Well, I guess I'll go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
What if I just... Fuck! I thought it was that. Fair. What if I went back upstairs?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I'm gonna keep doing this until he... Yeah, I don't know if this is an ending. It would be funny if it was. Well? Hell...
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Okay. He's like, you cannot be this stupid. And I can. Fucking test me, bitch. I didn't know this was an ending. Not an
Okay,
ending,
I'm
but,
ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay. He's like, you literally can't be this stupid. What the fuck? And I'm like, fair. You know what? You got me, but also fair.
Alright, I have fully come to terms with it.
Have
I
you?
have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative,
Two,
Master Stanley.
8, 4, 7. Damn it. Man, your real life narrator must hate you. Damn, they really do.
Notice, going back down in the elevator. Had I not anticipated? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
He's like, you. He's like, God, I wish I could hit you, but I. Is he gonna say anything? He didn't say anything.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Huh?
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
Huh?
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Alright, I'm
There
down.
we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not
Fair.
handed to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh,
So
hello.
we're here.
Hello?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World, all eyes on Stanley, live on stage. World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, build the pyramids. Live, the guy who went on Mars. Damn. An evening with world peace, baby. Yeah, you know what? Good.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Q&A with world's first sentient machine. Stanley's Parable, Stanley, tonight live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable, Stanley. Stage door. Conversation with Alexander the Great. To the
Right,
stage.
are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Wait, I want to read this first. Story. Stanley, me, dead. Age 6. Break a leg. Your bot. I cannot. I can barely read this. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the I can't read from the department ending. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells story the way you do. Get 'em, Tiger. This is stupid. Break a leg, you a champ. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. This is so stupid. This is where you'll be in real life at some point, live on stage. I would absolutely die. I have too much stage fright to do that. Oh my god, that is fucking down then up then. Damn. Oh, well, I fucking died. I fucking passed out. And you know what? Fair. That is me. What? Am I dead?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Oh,
could it
fair.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello? Hello? Well, time to go again. Fair. Hello? Where am I? Narrator?
And thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
What if I went back in? Nope, can't do that. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh, whoa. New content? Fair.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Fair.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Fair.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I gotta say, this is pretty exciting. Damn it. That's pretty exciting. ADHD, me.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this
Fair.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ewa, you miss so much unless you already seen this amazing game. Fair. Thanks for enjoying the new content.
That's
Fair.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, okay. I have no say in this. I was watching, but I wasn't commenting since I was doing something. I'm sorry, but I know this game. You do? I didn't. Until... It... Where the fuck am I? Hello? Sir?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something.
Uh-oh. Does that says coffee nut. That's kind of funny. It said coffee nut. And you know what? Good. Hello? Coffee nut. Fair. Where the hell am I?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What? Where the hell am I?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Fair. It feels like yesterday when the game came out and I was watching 2013 YouTubers play it. Fair.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Is this Minecraft? They got fucking Minecraft in here? Damn. Is this Portal? Why did they got Portal? Persona 3. Let me in. Damn it. Wasn't Minecraft officially launched in 2013? Fair. I on To be honest with you, I have no idea. Was Portal also? Because I couldn't tell you. I never played Portal when I was a kid.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Let me in. Portal 2 was, I think. Portal was fun, but I liked playing it with someone else.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked
Fair.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! Trying to
Me.
be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah.
Wait, is it gonna continue? Yeah, is it just gonna repeat?
245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore
I think it's repeating, but
so
maybe
on
it
and so
won't
forth,
eventually.
until inevitably
I kind of want to see how long it
time,
goes,
at
but
which time
also
everything
that
all at
might
once,
take
so
that
now
might
you
take a
see,
little
blah blah
bit.
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet,
Put
no,
Portal
until
2 with Punny has to be the
245.
funniest shit.
That the
Yeah,
logic of elimination working backwards,
I'm
the deduction therefore becomes
wait, let me
impossible to manufacture. It
it
went
might
on
go
for nearly
infinitely.
10,000 years,
Um
until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
let me see if it I don't want to I don't want to interrupt him and just like skip cuz that seems mean. What if you get an achievement for doing this? That'd be kind of funny. um Unfunny. I love the narrator. Fuck that one guy. Fair. Um
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
I don't
It
want
went
to.
on
I
for
don't want
nearly
to. I like how his
10,000
voice
years,
sounds.
until
That
just
seems kind of
yesterday,
mean.
here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the
Well,
only
do what
thing
you
there
want,
is.
but I'm
How many
assuming it's
billions left
forever.
until so much
What
more
if
than
there's an
forever
achievement
ago?
for
Which is
this?
why
I
I
kind of want to
say,
look it up, but I kind
the
of don't
story
because
and
it
the
seems
choices, or
funny.
what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just
Fair.
yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Okay.
Or what
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
I
and
listen.
mental ruminations
You
on the
repeated
nature of
yourself
choice
like
in
5
video
times,
games.
sir.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your brief gift of mortal and yet timeless thought Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort
I
of
like how
feel?
you
It has a
put
mouthfeel
skip.
that is rich with
Fair.
ambition and history. Ambitious
Skip this one or
Ah. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
fair?
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right,
Fair.
here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
Wait, is this going to?
manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
Oh, I think this is going to be on
manifesto.
repeat until I.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
I'm gonna give it a minute or so.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise.
I don't want to
manifesto.
skip. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Oh yeah, it does repeat.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
I
that's
didn't
the
want to.
power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity
Hello?
rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history
So the
of
Steam
all
reviews are
media
real. I
ever.
found one.
It is perhaps true to
I
say
didn't.
that no
Oh,
mistakes are
I
forever
didn't know
etched in
that.
stone, for the
Honestly,
stone into which the
I
Stanley
thought it was
Parable
fake.
carved has itself been
Ah,
transmuted,
my bones.
offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves.
Please don't
as
hurt
great as
yourself,
we
love.
ever could
I'm
dream of in
trying
our
my
wildest,
best.
most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect.
Skip.
It's the perfect
Fair.
review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving. I have to read it again.
Oh
It's
my
simply too
god.
wonderful. I have to experience this just one more time.
one more time,
From the
but
ashes of
if you do it
depravity
again, I
rises
swear
the
to
phoenix
God,
of
I'm
poverty.
going to skip.
What else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to
I
this
wonder if there's
extension
an
will
achievement
surely
if,
resonate in the
once you
annals
get
of the
Grant,
history of all
he's gonna
media
do it
ever
again.
made. It is perhaps true to
Repeat
say that
himself.
no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley
Yeah.
Parable was carved has itself
I don't
been
know if my voice
transmuted,
is,
offering a message of hope
like,
to those who have ever
mm.
erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just wait. Stanley! Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my God.
You're back. Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just...
I fucking died.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to
That's
think about
fucking dead.
you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Bitch. Narrator? Where's my door? Narrator? Narrator? Narrator, you're scaring me. What the fuck? Huh? Oh, I can't. Motherfucker died. Where's that? Is it you? Is it you?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have
Oh
a
my
point.
God, he's
It was meant to
fucking.
speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth.
I'm just gonna keep Oh. Where is he? Well, motherfucker died. He's fucking dead. Do I have to restart?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
This is getting creepy. I think you just keep pressing it. Oh my God, I'm. Uh. Oh my God. Um. Uh. Oh my god. Hey yo, what the fuck? Can I not press it anymore? Uh-oh. Um... Alright, I guess that's one ending. Jeez. Well, that was fun. Yep. that was mhm. Damn, bro.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
420, let's go. Huh? I don't think that was new before.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright. Hey yo. Wow. Oh, elevator time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
He's having a midlife crisis. Yeah, you know what? Fair.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Hmm. Alright, cool.
Now, to
You.
be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Dark Souls 2. New features, new content. Oh, that's cute.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Um,
An
epilogue.
epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just
Fair.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simulate the person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Oh my
If you
God.
don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll
Fair.
never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I will. Thank you. Jim. Yeah. He's so into. Wait. Oh my fucking god, he's so fucking into. Fair.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
A baby. Red is the new orange. New updated res. Jump circle, infinite hole. Jump circle! Collectible. Jump circle this map, free achievements, the button that says the player, the names game, merch, Stanley reassurance bucket, office decoration, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, exit. Where the hell am I? Oh my god, I'm gonna get lost. Oh, that's the exit. That's me. Bucket. Free achievement. Get yours now. Pull the level, you receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Fair.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you. And I
Gamers. Alright.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Alright. Thanks, dude.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Merch? Wait. Bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Bucket.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be
Thanks, man.
soothing through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with the bucket now?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I want to throw the bucket at him. Just yeet. Yeah, I do too. Fair. Setting world champion. No. Damn it. Infinite. I want to see infinite hole. Science stuff. Science stuff. Science. 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 Science.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah, I'm just gonna stay here for a little bit.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do
Fallen
recommend you
nerd.
use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Oh,
Do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
wait, what was the button? I didn't hear you the first time. Can you repeat one more time, narrator?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found that
I
possible
thought I
also.
died.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the
Cigarettes?
issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
What the fuck?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
He found the bottom. I did.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
What if I fall down again?
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is, normal person would have don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh. You're back in the hole.
Punny, why did I hear when he said that?
Wow. Okay.
Fair.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I'm oh.
Is the teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation.
You're
If you're
being an
wanting
ass.
explanation, though, try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
Oh my god. Fair. I literally can't get out. Do I? How do I get out? Help! Help! Punny, you're obsessed with holes? It tucks hair behind my ear. Well, whole time. How do I get out? Yes! Whole time! Whole time. I'm sinking. I'm sinking, Your Honor. Whole time. Whole time. Whole time. Whole time. Whole time. Whole time. No, but that was so funny where it was like, what if I went into the hole again? F, change your perspective. Oh my god, that's me! Me enjoying holes. Oh, you're so fucking cute. Damn. H. I'm digging through the ground. Oh my god. Dig time. Change yourself. What am I? I'm a robot. Hell yeah, look how cool I am. Oh yeah, vibe. Oh. Hello, what am I? Guys. Puppies. Look at the puppies. I'm upside down.
Stanley! Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It
Huh?
seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Fuck, it was a dream? I've been lied to. Me. Was that the end of one? Oh, where am I?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I kind of want to try the whole one again. That was funny. After this ending, I'm going to bed, by the way. After this ending, I think I'm going to end stream too, but, I want to see, I want to see something first. Oh, I can't. Darn it. I wanted to go back into the hole. Achievement. It's been 2 hours. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. I knew you would love it. Thank you. Oh, hello.
Ah, collectibles.
Where
Now
the
it's a
hell am
real
I?
video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I
Fair.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Hello? Can I move? Oh, okay. Nice. Fair.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Where's the jump circle? Where's the jump circle? And what? What? Hello? Me. Oh, there it is.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No, I wanted to jump. You can't jump. I got an achievement for that. God damn it. I guess I'll leave. Um, unless there's something else. Uh, yeah, I guess I'll leave. Eh, hello? How do I leave? Please? Oh, putty, please. Uh-oh. Me. Hmm. There is no leave. Fair. Bucket, save us. Mood. Hmm. Hmm. Is it up here? Please? What? Please? Hello? Well, damn, I guess you're just stuck forever. Fair. Am I? I'd rather not. I already been in here. God damn it. Oh.
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Girl. Teleporting. Gee. No. Is it here? Bucket. Can I put it back? No, I guess it's stuck. I guess it's stuck forever. Um. Hmm. Nope. Have you tried teleporting? Yes. Jumpsuits, button, merch. Is, have you tried leaving? Perhaps. Let me leave. Oh.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on
Mm-hmm.
now?
Uh-huh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
You
let's
did it.
do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Fair.
Um, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Fair.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, well. Oh, okay. Well, time to end the stream. Oh, I already pressed start. Damn it. Wait, is it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in
Oh, it
room
is.
427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
Wait,
Stanley
is this
looked,
a
he
new
couldn't
route?
find a trace of his co-workers.
Am I in a new route? Am I in a new route? Good night. I love you. Oh, well, fun fact, you unlock the bucket now, but the game is the exact same. Fair. Oh, I did.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Huh, it is the exact same.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, it's the same, but now you have a bucket. Let's go, gamers.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Anyway, I'm
Even
going to
now,
bed. Good
in his
night. Oh, well, I
darkest of
love you.
hours, did
I
the
love
bucket's
you.
warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I just go back down and then go back up for like a few hours again. And he's like, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you. And you know what? Fair. You got me there, bestie.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Fair.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I'm 427.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Fair.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Fair. Did I win?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What the
Both of
fuck?
them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life
What?
they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the
No.
soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
Uh-oh,
Stanley knew
it's dark.
he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, okay. Is this the end of one of... Is it... Please?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Um... I'll just, leave it here. Maybe I'll play again, soon. Maybe that... Oh, did it change it? Did it change it? That's kind of funny. Um, but, I think I'll leave it here because we've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. Um, but thank you all for watching. I saw recently that on Twitch that we hit 60 followers, so I'm very excited about that. The baby food Q&A is going to come up soon. You just give me a little bit for that, and then we could just do our Q&A. I don't know how I'm gonna set this up with just a webcam and other things, but still, we love great stream. Thank you. And with that, I'll just leave stream here. Later, skaters.